Their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. What do you need to know? How are they currently feeling? What are they currently thinking? What do they currently want from you? All of the things. So, with my readings, you need at least one thing from each of the charms for this to be your reading. We have a little blue rose. With these charms, they will mean something. If it's your reading, you look at this and think, I know exactly why there's a black flower and a blue rose and a blue glass of wine. Blue is somebody's favourite colour. We have two butterflies. One kind of looks like a moth. This one looks like a butterfly, and that kind of looks like a moth. But they're very cute together. They make a lovely partnership. And the way that butterflies flutter around together, kind of flirting and dancing, don't they? And then we have some trousers with a heart on it. They kind of like how bossy you are. So let's pull some zodiac signs. We want their sun, their moon, or their rising. Hopefully yours as well. The more charms that mean something to you, the more likely it is your reading. Pisces, Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, and Aries. So let's pull some letters with like their initials, your initials, first name, last name, middle name, nickname, town's name, pet's name, letters that mean something for you. We have a B and an E and an S. We have J, J, O, S, A, T, P, K, V, M, and a U. So remember, you need at least one thing from each of the bottles for this to be your reading. So there's thoughts, feelings, intentions, actions, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, current, everything. What do we need to know about this situation? What messages are here for you today? If you get into the reading and you'd like to claim it, if it resonates, claim it. Let me know in the comments. I will acknowledge your comment. And private readings always available. One clear question, one clear answer. 48-hour delivery. So someone needs a little bit of time, takes time, cycles, time to heal. What else do we need to know? Kisses, unconditional loving, giving, receiving, affection, falling in love. And we've got a bit of a chaser, codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. So the both of you, there's this feeling of the both of you want this to all hurry up, but you want it to slow down at the same time, if that makes sense. It's this confliction of you want, if I could fast forward the both of you 6 months, I think you'll be in a much more confident place together. But because you both have abandonment issues, there's a lot of mirroring going on here for me. It's like the both of you could just run away from each other, couldn't you, really? But there's this feeling of you are getting closer together, and it's this nervous energy. Maybe that's what all the butterflies are for, the butterflies in your tummy and all of the things, isn't it? It's a kind of, yeah. And I'm getting tongue-tied because I can feel the nervous energy. And also neither of you want to, it feels like neither of you want to chase the other one because you don't want to be getting the signs wrong, but neither of you want to let go of each other. You're both very in tune with each other. It's at the beginning of a connection or whatever phase you're going through at the moment. We both have an ebb and a flow. We have the rhythm. All of us, we have a rhythm. When people pair up, they have to fall into each other's rhythm. So quite often early days, if I could just fast forward you'd both be in the same rhythm together. You would, when they're a bit quiet, you wouldn't panic. When you're quiet, they wouldn't panic because they would know that that's part of the way that you work and everything. So down this side is you. Yeah, the 5 of Wands, typical. Let's have a look. We're looking at the recent, past, present, and moving forward. Down this side is them. They're full of self-doubt. They're scared of getting hurt. And then down the middle is the connecting energy. But the Hierophant cards bang in the middle of the both of you. The both of you are a little bit doom and gloom when it comes to relationships. You've probably had a very similar relationship history. And it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to be able to be vulnerable, and it feels like this person wants to be vulnerable with you and they want to open up to you and they like listening to what you've got to say and everything. So in the recent past, they'd had the Nine of Swords reversed, which is a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of self-doubt. This person is perfectly able to overthink a situation, but with you, they're trying not to overthink. They're like, I don't want to overthink this. The Five of Wands is part of the problem here. It's the chemistry that's between the both of you, but it's this fight or flight moment. It's being scared of drama, being scared of getting it wrong. You really fancy them. You know that they fancy you, and you know that the chemistry between the both of you is really good. But you've been in a situation before where you thought it was going really well and the person ran away and they made you feel bad and they treated you badly and all of the things, and you kind of feeling, am I just reading this person wrong? No, I think you're reading them very right. I think you know that this person likes you a lot and they want something from you. The Wheel of Fortune in the middle of you both in a recent past, when you both came into contact with each other. Universe was at play with this. This is a chance encounter. This is a universe going, okay, it's time to bang you both together. It's time for you to meet each other. It's time for you to hold each other's hands and walk towards the future together. But also there's a closure that needs to come in from the past for the both of you, so the both of you can truly open up new doors together as well. But the universe is very much on your side in this connection. You've got the Three of Pentacles reversed and they've got the Temperance reversed. This tarot deck is the Chubby Bunny tarot deck, volume 2, and it's available online. This is feelings of resentment, a little bit of, well, I don't want to put all the work in if they're not going to put the work in, and if I put all the work in and they don't put the work in, then they're just using me, and I don't want to invest all my time and effort into this if it's not going to go anywhere. But you really want it to go somewhere. You want to be able to trust them and you want to build something with them, but you're holding back. And the Temperance reversed for them is a kind of a similar thing. It's a feeling of confliction. They want to feel like this. They want to open up to you more, but there's just something nervous. There's so much nervous energy here. The both of you are just really lovely. If I could just sit you both in a room together, or as I said, fast forward you both 6 months, the both of you would be in a much more stable rhythm together and kind of understanding it. It'd be more give and take, more leaning on each other, more spending time together. In the middle of you both at the moment is my Hierophant card, and that's all about marriage. But it can be a union that's like a marriage, but it doesn't have to be legally binding. It's my card of I found my people, I found my person, but it's also not just about marriage. It's, when you walk in a room and you just feel comfortable and you're like, these people are my kind of people. We have the same interests. We're talking the same language. This is just fantastic. And other people on the outside don't get it. And it feels like the both of you just know each other. You kind of know when they're nervous and they know when you're nervous. And it's now a time. Remember to have fun together and start building a trust with one another, because there's a divine connection here. There's something really lovely here. Really lovely. But equally, you could both just run away, So moving towards the future, we have the Ten of Wands for you, and they have the Three of Swords, which is quite interesting. But we have the Six of Wands in the middle of you both, and this is the universe going, okay, just hold on and keep moving in the same direction. There's good things to come for this. I have a feeling that over the next few days, with that Ten of Wands for you, I don't know if it's just going to be you not necessarily being busy, but you being distracted with things, or you feeling like, well, I've been putting a lot of work into this, so I'm going to put work into something else. Now, this is going to put the fear into this person with that Three of Swords reversed there. Whatever's going to be happening over the next 2 weeks for the both of you, there's going to be a little bit of a shift in your energy that you may not notice, but this person's going to notice that your messages are a little bit different, that the time that you're contacting them is a little bit different, and they're naturally going to assume that you're dumping them, you're getting rid of them, you're bored of them, you're breaking their heart, and they're going to be quite upset about it. And yeah, and they're just really cute, to be honest. But there's something really good here. So what do we need to know? If they could tell you anything right now, what would they tell you? What are they thinking? What are they really thinking about you? Give it time. Yeah, we're going back to that clock. One of you wants it to move a lot quicker. One of you just needs a little bit of time to fall into the ebb and flow of one another. Give it a little bit of time. What are they thinking? What are their intentions? How do they really feel? Do you have a future together? Yes, you do. If you don't both just run away, yeah, you very much have a future together. Why wouldn't you have a future together? Love. There's a lot of love here. There are small-minded gossips. So maybe the Five of Wands is also someone somewhere's got an opinion of this connection or an opinion of you being with somebody. I think this person's got it wrong, whatever they're saying. Don't listen to outside influences. You know what your connection is like. You've got this. Absolutely, you have. This person thinks you're wonderful. I was being honest. So whatever they've recently said to you, they were being honest about it. I can't change how I really feel. I can't forget you. True love. Wow. So let's do a Celtic cross for this connection then. What do you need to know? Let me just reach right over there. Okay. Let's do a Celtic cross for the long term of this connection. So this 6-month thing has been here. Let's look at 6 months' time. Where are you both going to be at? Where is this connection going to be at in 6 months' time? Can the both of you get to that point without running away? I hope so. I hope so. And if you feel that this is your reading, and if this person is open to tarot readings, maybe send it to them and go, this is ours, isn't it? The Four of Wands. 6 months' time. My marriage card, living together, celebrations, people being happy for you. And this is all about the connection. And then the question for the Celtic cross is, are we going to be happy or are we just going to be all over? The first two cards in my Celtic cross are all about the situation and then all about the question. So there's this confliction. It's like the both of you want something from each other, but the both of you are assuming that there's going to be self-sabotage and you're going to get hurt and how can I trust, and love is scary and vulnerable and we could overthink this and ruin it, and yeah, but you could think good things of it and it be the most amazing thing ever. So what's around you in 6 months' time? The Seven of Swords. It feels like the both of you spending time together without everyone else's interference. The Seven of Swords for me is like my pension pot for the future card. It's what you need to put away for a rainy day, and it's not really telling the world about it. And it feels like, I don't know if it's you or the other person, but I kind of feel that it's you. You may have somebody that you talk to about relationships and love and flirting and stuff. Someone keeps giving you really bad advice and they're basing it on their own fears. They're like, no, I can see all the red flags. And you're like, no, but there's something nice here. Don't tell that person too much, because they look at, and they've done this to you before as well, they look at your connection and they put themselves in it and they can't remove their own emotion from it. So they give you advice based on their own inner fear rather than what is really there. And only you really know what is really here with this person, because you're the one with a connection with them. And yeah, on paper, they may not be a perfect person. They may not wear the right clothes, or they may not have had the right kind of life, but you know the connection that you both have. And the Seven of Swords for me is this feeling of, we need privacy. We need to get through this time privately. We don't need to tell everyone about it. Let's get in this strong and stable vibe together. The Star, the path that both of you are on. I don't read reversals in my Celtic cross because it's all about the card placement. But the Star is being guided in the right kind of way, being on top of your emotions. There's the both of you, them and you mixing together, healing, the both of you healing each other, but also doing work to heal yourselves as well, letting go of past traumas, allowing them to love you and them allowing you to love them. And it just feels like you're both being guided in the right direction. In the past, so this is Now to the 6 months, we have the Three of Wands. Anything is possible with this. There is a path here for the both of you. And it could go in any direction. You can run towards them, you can run away from them. You know, so opportunities to come. Stability, absolute stability. Neither of you want to let each other go. The both of you want to invest time and effort, and it feels like both of you equally doing it. So in 6 months' time, you're going to be in a much more stable place. That's why I want to fast forward you there. But then also make this 6 months fun. If it's going to be a bit of a chaotic energy, have something to look back and smile about, you know. The secret underlying question, are they the one for me? Can we really be stable and strong together? Yeah, I think so, definitely. I don't see why not. This is a connection where I'm like, well, I don't see why couldn't happen. Like, the only people that can prevent this from happening is both of you. And I think love and the connection, there's a soulmate connection here, won't let you both walk away from each other. You may run off, but it's like a bungee rope pulling you back in again, you know. The timing on this, perfect partnership. Look at that, power couple. Whatever gender you are, it's a power couple. And this is the timing, and this is the secret question. And you are this couple. You can be an anchor for each other. You can make choices and decisions and have everything together. Possible attainment is the Two of Swords. In 6 months' time, you can have choices to make. Where you're going to be living, who's moving in with who, are you moving into somewhere completely different, are you relocating, what's the wedding going to look like, what does your future look like? You can have lots of choices to make. And there's also going to be, in about 6 months' time, okay, so when are we going to tell everyone? When are we going to tell everyone? And then the attainment. Look at the strength that you give one another. The both of you are a taming energy for each other in a way of taming the nerves, overcoming the past, giving each other the courage to move forward. But you've both also got a bit of a wild side that you allow each other to explore together, and that's just really amazing. I think you're both a really amazing couple, and I don't really get to say that very often. So if this is genuinely your reading and you know in your heart that this is your reading, I wish you the best of luck. You don't need it, you just need to calm down a little bit. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so it ain't to take you away. If you claim this reading, put claim in the comments. Private readings always available. And if you made it to this point, put silver heart in the comments. Then I know that you watched it right to the very end.